Welcome back to the channel. That is W.K.R.H 12 Productions. I'm Keith, and starting the new year off right with some good stuff here. Yeah, said we was gonna get going off with a bang, and wanted to give you something. We still doing the same thing that we did all last year. Try to give you, put it on the round table, and then let you look at some of the good stuff. But this is still it. Yeah, it's still good. We're still going on. This is the collected, starting the new year in the month of January, of the collected and purchase and customized vehicles for the year 2026. Starting the new year all right. Starting the new year off right here. Unfortunately, we got a little issue with the thing, but that's okay. We're going to go with the show anyway. What we have here this time around, going into it, we purchased several vehicles. A good portion of them from Canada, and this one is the OPP, Ontario Province Police Department in Ontario, Canada, in the Ontario part of Canada, and this is what we bring to you, a transit van. Nice, good size here. 2015 Ford Transit is green light casting that we purchased. Nicely done. Good size. Ontario Province Police usually has a good black and white texture to their vehicles, and it definitely shows here. We don't have a lot of Canadian police units, but we figured we're going to get this, we figured we'd start a little bit, get a little bit in, because we have quite a few, like I said, police units, Canadian police units that we wanted to show you. So nice. Made it twice. Well, purchased it twice, and right now, our turntable's broken. So we'll do what we can. I don't know if it's broken. It just needs batteries. But the Ontario Police Department, Province Police Department, starts off our collection for the year 2026. Next unit up. This is the Vancouver Police Department. Nicely done here. Try to live a little light here. But our Vancouver Police Department, definitely want to show you that. And a Dodge Charger, green light Dodge Charger casting. 2018 Dodge Charger, nicely done on this one. This is considered a recruiting vehicle, and also was purchased to be part of our collection. We have a large, expansive collection, but not for Canada. But we will start. Yeah, but we had a few. This can definitely be added to the few in the fleet that we have. Definitely good in the front. Has a lot of decals going from front to rear, along with a push bar and a light bar that came with it. Nicely done. It has this vehicle designed for recruiting purposes, but I'm sure it does more than that, be involved in parades and stuff. But yeah, so nice. Yeah, I got it twice. Nicely done. Gorgeous, ain't it? I like this. I like the design on this Vancouver Police Department, but they have some good designs in their vehicles, and we gotta showcase more of that to you as we go along. But the Vancouver Police Department, part of Vancouver in Canada. Next one up is this one is the Canadian Military Police. Try to give it to you at a certain angle so you can see it. the light does it justice. We didn't want to give it too much glare to where you can't see the image, but nicely done on this on each side. Has Canadian Military Police. Nicely done. Green light, police interceptor utility. For police interceptor utility. Has a good chevron piece in the back. Nicely detailed in the front and back. Oh yeah, nice shot. We're gonna have to do a little bit of the posing in there. This vehicle has a light bar as well as a push bar. Nice. You can put it in an angle, give you some good angle shots. Nicely done. That's we had an ordering issue on our part. We should have ordered we'd like to order at least 2 of these. And we did not, for some reason, get to that point. But nicely done. We only got 1. But we'll add 1 later to the. We'll purchase the next at least 1 more, and add to the collection of the Canadian police fleet that we have, our small Canadian police fleet that we have. But this is the Canadian Military Police Police Interceptor Utility by Greenlight with their Greenlight casting. On the Greenlight castings is this one next vehicle up. And this one is the New York State Police Ford Mustang 1988 Ford Mustang. Greenlight casting. I like this casting, man. This is good. New York State Police right here. And it's nicely done. Has a light bar on the top. Has state police decals lined up on the front and back. Nicely done. Didn't have a license plate. We add a license plate to it as well. The hood opens. The hood opens to give you a good general design. So nice. We purchased 2 of them. I love the wheels. The steely wheels on this thing is great. Also, good details on the front and back. Apologies for the camera shake. Gonna be doing that quite often, so we'll let you know in advance that we're doing that. Nicely done. The New York State Police on the Greenlight 1988 Greenlight Ford Mustang casting. Nice. Nice. Real nice. Next unit up, we only bought 1 of these. This is the rolling Ford Crown Victoria of the Michigan State Police. Now we purchased other Michigan State Police police cars in the last video. As you know, this is a rolling casting, and like I said, we purchased other vehicles, rolling vehicles of the Michigan State Police as well, but they were Dodge Chargers. We managed to get a couple of them. We had one, I guess we had 1 Crown Victoria as well to add to it, but this one we purchased because it was complete. It came complete with the light bubble on the top, came with the stop sign on top of the hood, give you the opportunity to look at it there. Has an antenna on the trunk, on top of the trunk, and a push bar in the front. Nice. Steely wheels. Already came hooked with a license plate. No moving parts, but definitely comes very well detailed with mirrors and spotlight right next to the mirrors adjacent to the front windshield on each side. It is nicely done, nicely detailed, and full, and it's probably one of our out of all the collection of Michigan State Police vehicles, this is the fully function version of the Michigan State Police vehicle. Like I said, it comes with everything that uniforms the Michigan State Police: the bubble light, stop light on the top of the hood. Like I said, the push bar, as well as the spotlights on the side, on each side, the driver's side of the thing. Well detailed. It has good details on the vehicle. Nicely done. Does have a cage inside. Does have a computer as well. This is, I mean, it is dressed to the nines at this point in time, and well detailed, and of course well detailed in the back as well. It came with his own license plates as well, already installed. Love everything about this thing. Now, this is not a cheap Roland. Doesn't make cheap products, it seems like. And they're like, they're as detailed as the mini GT vehicles that in those 64, those vehicles that you see out there. There's about 20, anywhere between $20 to $40. But this one is about $30. So it's about $30 in that range, but it's well detailed, and you get what you pay for a 64 scale vehicle. Nicely done. This is the Roland casting of the Michigan State Police, fully detailed inside and out, and that's why we bought it. So if anybody was complaining, you don't have a full version of a Michigan State Police, yeah, we got one now. You got one now. Michigan State Police of the Roland. With the rolling casting of the Ford Crown Victoria. There. Next unit up. Not necessarily rolling, but a 596 nevertheless, and a well-detailed vehicle nevertheless, of the New York Police Department. Now this one's a beauty as well, and surprisingly well detailed. This one's detailed inside and out as well. Has good detail features such as the LPRs, license plate readers on the rear, on the top rear, along with the light bar, which is beautifully done. I like this type of light bar. I really do. Has the NYPD blue inscription details on it. Love the decals on these things. I'd rather have this one than the ones they're trying to improve, make new and improved. Love the chevron in the rear. NYPD police on there. Unit number on the license plate. The chevron is great. I don't think I've seen that type of chevron on this vehicle, other than on this type of vehicle with the current design that they usually have. So this is nicely done. No push bar, but definitely still nice and well detailed. It has a computer in there, or a mount for a computer. No cage and no moving parts, but this is well detailed otherwise. Easy going on there. And we did a little detail on the front grille, but that's it. That's all we did. But nicely done, well purchased vehicle in our collection of the New York Police Department. Police Interceptor Utility as a 596 casting. Nicely done. Probably we had to get one when we saw it. And the ones that we didn't get, we customized anyway. Take a look and feast your eyes on this baby. This is the Alaska State Troopers Chevy Tahoe green light casting. Nicely done. This was a unit that this was a different unit that we refurbished and made into the Alaska State Troopers. Now the decal had a different design here. This is a design that I'm not used to, that you don't see very often. This was designed for recruits, to bring in recruits, and made as a recruiting vehicle. But it'll probably be, but we're probably going to make it an interdiction unit as well at night. So you know, anything to make it look like it's going to do more than just one duty out there in its unit department. But well done and customized. This is a customized vehicle, and decals was made to the nines. We cannot. We had to use wisely on this decal since vendors no longer available. But definitely nice. Our crew did a fantastic job detailing the front and the back with these decals, and it fit very well on this Chevy Tahoe casting. And then we added a light bar and a push bar to it, and made it a one mean, intimidating vehicle. I tell you. We'll go that way. Nicely done. Nicely done. Beautifully done. And this is the Alaska State Troopers. This is the recruit design, yeah, for the Alaska State Troopers. Nicely done on the Chevy Tahoe green light casting. Customized for your convenience. Next unit up is the Virginia State Police. Nicely done. And the Police Interceptor Utility. This is a matchbox casting. Nicely done with the decals laid on it. Of course, this was a unit, but there was a unit on this matchbox casting, but refurbished and made into this unit. Nicely done with the paint scheme, silver type paint scheme, and then added with the stripes on the side and State Police sandwiched in between the stripes, and then it has State Trooper on the front part of the vehicle, front of the vehicle, on both the driver and the passenger side. It has State Trooper on each side, and right by the hood of the vehicle. Nicely done. Well detailed on the back. Has a chevron there. We put a chevron on it. State Police over the chevron, and the license plate over the State Police. Nicely done on that side. Not much details after that, but definitely a true beautiful work of art. The details on this thing is great. And then just detailing the front and the back, the headlights on the front and the back, and the details on the front part of it. That already has a light bar on the top, push bar on the front. Now, you probably won't see very many vehicles in their fleet with a light bar and or a push bar on this Police Interceptor utility casting, but this is how we're making it, because we have plenty of these vehicles to customize. We might as well use them, and it gives us a good detail. And this low profile light bar on these matchbox castings, you're not going to know at all. But nicely done. So nice. Yeah, we did twice, baby. Yeah, twice. Yeah, look at that. In His glory, baby. That's what I'm talking about. The Virginia State Police in a matchbox Police Interceptor utility casting. Nicely done. Next unit up. Not too far from Virginia is the D.C. Police. D.C. Metropolitan Police Department. Yeah. In a BMW M5 matchbox casting. Nicely done on that one. We made a few of those before, so you probably saw them in previous videos if you've been keeping track of our videos and looking through it. We definitely have one. This was another one. Usually we update. If we update, we usually don't show them more than once during the year. But this is the last one we made was about a year, just over a year ago, almost 2 years ago. So we're going to make a couple more to add to the fleet now. But nicely done with the decals on here. The previous decals of the Virginia State Police was made by Police Decals and Deals. And this one was made by Bill Bozo decals. It has a good chevron in the back. As we angle it out a little bit, good chevron in the back, license plate in the back. This BMW M5 was a police unit previously. It's customized. That was refurbished and made into this unit, and I already had a light bar that came with it, and we detailed the lights in the front and the back. But nicely done with that in the decals and the detailing work in the front, in both the front and the rear of the vehicle. Nicely done. Slick. Slick as it gets. And well done on the front. We didn't do too much on it, but we did put Metropolitan Police underneath on the license plate part of it as well. Nicely done. The DC Metropolitan Police Department and a Matchbox BMW M5 casting. Nicely done. Next unit up is the Ohio State Highway Patrol. Nicely done here. And a Dodge Durango, Matchbox Dodge Durango casting. Nicely done. Kind of left the color scheme the way it was, and then put the decals on it and detailed, and just did awesome work on the decals and layout of that decals on the vehicle. Nicely done on the front and back. Nicely done. Decals from Police Decals and Deals, and it just their decals go great with any vehicle in a dark paint scheme sort of way. Nicely done. It has State Trooper on the rear, as well as a little stripe underneath the license plate, underneath the lights and the license plate. License plate was added as well. Had added, and then add a light bar. We made another one just like this 2 years ago in this design in all its glory. And we kept the same color scheme because they came out with a different color scheme for their new vehicles, new set of vehicles, which was Dodge Durangos, by the way, and came out of it. We didn't know what color scheme was good. This is about as close to the color scheme that we got, that we have of their new police cars that they made, that they put on their Dodge Durangos. Yeah, new fleet of Dodge Durangos. Nicely done. And we try to match it as close as possible. Hopefully we did a good job. I think we did. And there you have it. And there it is, the Dodge Durango. We're not done yet. We have quite a few. But all this is customized that we've been showing you at this point. The Alaska State Troopers, the Virginia State Police, the DC Metropolitan Police, and we'll do all this one too. Next unit up is the Secret Service Police Department. And they're probably based in Washington, but nicely done on this one. This is the SSV Commodore, which is the I don't know what they do it, but it is a Matchbox casting, and we did a fantastic job making this thing into a police car. Nicely done. Chrome. I'm not sure we chromed the wheels on this, but we did everything else well. Added detailed the visor lights on the front and the back, and added a push bar, and then added the decals. Decals are from Police Decals and Deals for this casting, and it's good for several cars. This design of this decal design is good to fit in several cars, especially this one. And we did a great job with it on the front and the back. Has police on it. Kept everything like it is. Kept this color scheme. I think it was a black color scheme on this SSV Commodore. Did a fantastic job with it as well. And we even moved the steering wheel from right-hand drive to left-hand drive. So nicely done to make it look like Impala. We'd probably call it an Impala on our in our inventory sheet, but spreadsheet. But nicely done on this. This looks like a mean race car. nicely done. You'll probably get a better view of that here with the push bar on it. That is just gorgeous. Yeah. We might order more of this. Yeah. We might get more of these cars and just make it happen. Make more of these Secret Service vehicles. Nicely done. Also from the Secret Service police department to add to the fleet, we had this Dodge Durango. Nicely done. Probably a little bit too, nicely done. This is the green light Dodge Durango casting. We kind of refurbished it, made it into this vehicle. I think we added the push bar to it, as well as the light bar. Yes, we did. Yeah. Push bar as well as the light bar. We did a light design feature on the floorboard, on the sideboard. Nicely done. Nicely done. And decals as well. From front, we did the decals. Detail work from front to back. Decals from Police Decals and Deals as well on this custom. And it has a chevron and police on the back. Had a half of a chevron on the back of the car, but on this one, full decals on that one on display. Nicely done. Added a license plate, of course. Didn't do too much anywhere else, but we did do window tinting on the tinting on the windows, as well as the light feature. The light feature might be a little too much, but we did have a picture of it, and when our picture showed us this type of light detail on their vehicles that they had on their fleet, and we tried to match it. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much pop, but I like where we went with it as far as the detail work is concerned. Nicely done. All right, this is the Secret Service Police on the green light Dodge Durango casting. Nice. Didn't do too much moving around on that one. Sorry about that. Next unit up is the Kershaw County, South Carolina Ford Mustang green light casting. Nicely done with the decals. Just fantastic. Look at that. Kershaw County. Have the Kershaw County has Deputy Sheriff on the back, along with this green light casting. This green light casting has already been good. It was Black Bandit one, I think. And then we refurbished it to make it to the Kershaw County Sheriff's Deputy Sheriff. There's a little bit, the design, if you see the design on the Kershaw County in real life, you'll probably see the star, on the star on top. Well, in real life, if you look at that Mustang real closely, that star emblem that they have on there, it's on the side. It's on the side. And it's next to the Kershaw County name, not on top. But the design is still there, and if I didn't mention it, you probably won't even realize it. Realize the difference between the one on this Mustang and the one on the real life Mustang. But nicely done. After we put the decals on there, we detailed it, the visor lights on the front and the back, and worked on the headlights a little bit. Did a fantastic job with that. Nicely done. And it was good for one. And the Kershaw County Sheriff's Department, yeah, being sported on a green light Ford Mustang casting. Black Bandit version, but a version nonetheless. And everything else. Next unit up is the Maryland State Police. Put it right here. There you go. Have the Maryland State Police looking good here. And it's on sporting a Matchbox Ford Police Interceptor utility vehicle. Nicely done on that. And what it does, look at how good this thing is. Got the decals. Decals made by Police Decals and Deals. This by us too, as well as us. But nicely done here with the decals and sporting it all the way around. We got Painted it. I think we painted it. Yeah, but we definitely had a good cut. Oh, yeah, they didn't paint it, but we did refurbish this vehicle, which was a previous unit, and we refurbished it to make it to this unit. Nicely done all the way around with the decals. Not too many decals, but the details was great. Has a light bar, has a push bar. You know, kept the light bar, kept the push bar. Looking good on front and the back. Nicely, nicely done. Good vehicle to add to the Maryland State Police fleet. So nice, we made it twice. Nicely, nicely done. Got a good setup for thumbnail work too. We'll see what comes out of it. But nicely done. Once again, the Maryland State Police. The Maryland State Police being sported on a Matchbox 4 Police Interceptor utility casting. This is the new ones. This is the newest tooling too. And most of these are on the newest tooling, so there's no surprise there. No surprise at all. Next unit up is the Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia, South Carolina Police Department. Sporting a Dodge Charger in a stealth decal type Dodge Charger. Yeah, very stealth-like with their decals. Nicely done all the way around. We worked on the decals came from another department, but we managed to find a way. And well, it was made by us too, and we made something like that too. But we found a way to make it to put a stealth to these to this decal. It made it look real good, nicely done, and we was able to put one on there front and back. And the good thing about it, you could barely see it, and that's what we was looking for. That's what we was going for. In certain angles, you could barely see it. Some angles, you probably can't see it. On the back, you should see a police on there. You can't see it directly, but at an angle, you probably can get a good glimpse of it. Yeah, off the side, nicely done. Made it a slick top vehicle, and with added the detail, had the visor light details on the front and back, and made a push bar in the front. And style of the push bar in front, nicely done, and very well, very well done. This is what they use in their in real life. They use these Dodge Charger stealth vehicles for traffic service, traffic patrol service. So it's not bad at all. Love it. Love it. We also chromed the wheels on the just in case, just to let you know. But definitely customized, nicely done. We had this done. We had quite a few commission work for that, so yeah, this came out real well to enjoy. The Columbia Police Department, Columbia, South Carolina Police Department, Dodge Charger. This is a Matchbox Dodge Charger. That the decals are being sported on. Yeah, and making them look real good as a police car. Yeah, nicely done. Next unit up is the Terre Haute, Indiana Police Department on a Dodge Charger, on a Matchbox Dodge Charger casting. Is it Matchbox or is it Hot Wheels? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm under the impression that is a Matchbox. Let me check. Yeah, it's a Matchbox. I say it's a Matchbox because it's definitely a Matchbox casting. But I thought it might have been a different casting because it's a Hellcat version, and so kind of has a wide body version to it as well on this vehicle. But nicely detailed and very well done. Has a push bar, has a light bar that was already on there. Has a when we first got it, and we refurbished it to make it into this department. But nicely done. It already had the push bar and light bar coming with it, and the decals are from Cardinal Police Diecast. Nicely done. Yeah. Yep, nice. We even had the decals that was on the lights on the front and the back. Nicely done. And we also put rubber what do we call it, real wider wheels on the back. Nicely done. Look at this thing go. That's a mean department right there. I like that. This is the W.K.R.H Police Department. Nicely done, nicely customized, and refurbished to this baby right here. What a beauty. The W.K.R.H Police Department in W.K.R.H, Indiana, and sporting a Matchbox, is being sported on the Matchbox Dodge Charger Police Dodge Charger casting. Nicely done. And it looks all the mean too. That is beautiful. It is beautiful. Oh, last unit up is the, oops, yeah, sheesh, don't do all that. This is the, whoops. Yeah, this is the West Virginia State Police. Yeah, West Virginia State Police being sported on a Ford Mustang casting. This is a Matchbox Ford Mustang casting, but nicely done here. There you go. Look at it go. Yeah, it was something else. It was a different color, and then we just painted to the West Virginia State Police. Painted the top, made it a two-tone color. Made a two-tone color in the back as well, in the rear of the vehicle as well. Added it did the light details. Added a license plate. Added State Police on the back, and then the decals on the front, on the sides, and State Trooper on each side, the front and back back side of the vehicle. But nicely done. And tinted the window, made it a slick top vehicle. Added the light details on the front, visor light details on the front and the rear of the vehicle, and tinted the windows, as well as added this decals. Decals are by Police Decals and Deals, and nicely done. And we chromed the wheels. Show you the front. Nicely done. Look at that thing go. Nicely done. And then we did a little detail of the lights on the grill of the vehicle. But man, this came out beautifully. And there you have it. There's your collected, purchase, and customized vehicles for the month of January of 2026. Nicely done. Hopefully in the next video I'll have this thing up and running. The turntable up and running. It was running, and then once I set the first car down, it just didn't do. It just ditched. Oh well. Not a lot went perfect on the year 2026 to start, but hey, we did get a video on you, and then we did make some customs in the process, and we did purchase some videos to add to our collection, and we still are going strong through a lot of videos, and a lot more to come. And I thank you for being a part of it in every way, shape, form possible. And thank you for sticking with us. For W.K.R.H 12 Productions, I'm Keith, and we'll see you in the next one.